Who are we going to bring up next? Before we bring up our next speaker, I think we're going to bring up Katherine Craven, and she has a little sidekick she's going to bring up with her. But I heard a story on the way here as well that Deval Patrick, Tim Cahill, and Charlie Baker were on a flight to D.C. When Deval Patrick looks out the window, he says, you know, I bet if I dropped a $10,000 bill out the window, I can make someone very happy. Tim Cahill looks at him and says, yeah, but if I could drop 10 $1,000 bills out the window, I could make 10 people happy. Charlie Baker looks at both of them and he laughs and says, guys, if I threw the both of you out the window, I'd make the whole state happy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up Katherine Craven and her sidekick, Debbie Quinn. Oh, it's Vanna White. Now wait a minute, hold on a second. Before I should have said this to begin with. Katherine Craven is responsible for whether or not we get a new high school in Methuen. So I don't care what she says, how she says it, we're going to laugh. So everybody practice, laugh. So once again, let me turn the microphone over to the very powerful, a friend of the great city of Methuen, a school that I would love to send my kids to someday, Katherine. Let's give a big round of applause again to Katherine Craven.
Thank you to my friend, Senator Baddour. It's without Senator Baddour's leadership, and basically we know why his academic performance was the way it was, given that Methuen High School is an open floor plan concept. Okay, that means that there are no walls between the classes. So I think the senator spent a lot of time passing notes to girlfriends a couple of the classes away during the time that he was in high school. So this is why we are here today to rename and renew Methuen High School. But sláinte to the crowd from Methuen and from Lawrence. I know it's supposed to be St. Patrick's Day, but this is St. Joseph's Feast Day as well. So for those of you who have the dual heritage, like Mr. Mayor Sullivan, Mr. Teresi, Mr. Manzi, we're here to wish our Italian friends and our Latino friends as well happy St. Patrick's Day. I am the executive director of an agency that gave out $6.5 billion of your money over the past couple of years, and you don't know who I am. That's probably a pretty good thing, because most people in my position don't wind up on the front page unless you're doing something really bad. But I'm here today to give some bad news to Mayor Manzi. Because, as you well know, during his State of the City address, which was memorialized very well in the Eagle Tribune with this wonderful picture, I'm sure many of you saw it. I noticed that picture, I texted the mayor right away and I asked him if Bianca Jagger had come through on a white horse during the speech. But Methuen High School is not going to happen the way the mayor has envisioned it. Now, I deal with mayors across the Commonwealth, including the competition between former Mayor Sullivan and his Central Catholic Class of '74 classmate, Bill Manzi. And I get from mayors all the time, you know, I want to add square footage to my building, I want to add a senior center, I have to say no. I want to add a restaurant, I have to say no. I want to add a mayor's office in Malden, they asked, I say no to that too. So we're trying to hold the line. And Treasurer Cahill's the chairman of my board too, so he's always on me, hold the line, hold the line. So today I have news for all you Methuenites about where your tax dollars are and aren't going to go. The mayor of Methuen has proposed to us a high school with an economic development bent that he announced in his State of the City address recently. This is the front part of the building. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to say yes to that. And again, my lovely Vanna White, former City Council President Debbie Quinn, is helping me. This is the side part of Methuen High, and again, this is approved, Mr. Mayor, so this is okay, okay? But in order for Methuen to get our $66 million or so in a grant, and don't quote me exactly on that, we have to say no to the following, which is the mayor's economic development plan of having a casino. This is the rear view of the building that he proposed. And I just don't think we can do that for you and Methuen. Although I love the mayor dearly, I just don't think that Treasurer Cahill is going to let me approve that. And I also realized that the mayor is term limited. So this may have an added benefit to him if he were to have the casino in Methuen, because he could run it. your friendly state bureaucrat who gives out billions of dollars, I'm probably the least funny person that you usually meet, but I was moved by the mayor's request of the authority to come here today and to give you this presentation. So, Sláinte, happy St. Patrick's Day, happy St. Joseph's Day, and thank you very much.